Hello. I'm glad you've joined me this evening. My name is Dr. Brenda Roach, but you can call me Brenda, and I am here tonight to talk to you on a health and wellness topic. And what I'm going to be talking about tonight are 12 tips to really help you stay on your fitness program that you have begun. So again, if you're just joining me, please let me know where you're from. If you catch this on a replay, hashtag replay and let me know where you're from. If you find anything that I share with you tonight extremely, beneficial for you, give me a thumbs up, show me some love, put some comments in there. If you know someone that this can be helpful information for, please feel free to share it as well. So again, tonight I'm going to talk about a health and wellness topic, about 12 tips to stay on your fitness routine. And so again, my name is Brenda Roach, and I'm glad you're here with me this evening or day or afternoon, wherever your time zone is. So, when we think about an exercise routine, it's pretty easy for us to talk ourselves out of kind of getting down to the gym and working out. Even if we have the best intentions to do so and to exercise, excuses are really not hard to find. It's too late, I'm too tired, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too early. We can always come up with some excuse why not to get to the gym or follow through with a home exercise routine as well. So it really comes down to getting that right attitude and a few tricks and tips to kind of keep that fitness exercise routine kind of going. So I'm going to share 12 tips today that hopefully you'll find some benefit to in regards to keeping on with your fitness routine. So the first one is learning to love it. Studies show that people who are externally motivated really don't stick with a program. So those are people who are maybe just need to lose 10 pounds to fit into their, summer jeans or shorts. And so individuals that are externally motivated really don't tend to stick with a program for very long. So we need to find that internal motivation, and really it becomes part of who we are. It becomes part of our lifestyle, and that we begin to really love what we do. And it becomes a habit, and it's no longer a chore. And so the more you enjoy your workout, the more likely you are going to stick with it. So finding different things. So, maybe trying yoga, trying different things, taekwondo, trying, a Zumba class, looking at different things that you can try in order to find something that works for you and that you can really begin to enjoy. So the first tip is to learn to love it and find an internal motivation for that so it can become really part of who you are and part of your lifestyle and your routine. The second one is to start slow. Running 10 miles your first time out isn't going to make you an Olympian. In fact, it probably is just going to make you sore, or worse yet, you could get injured by it. And so take it easy when you first get started. Maybe you only run a quarter of a mile the first time you're out, and then gradually add more distance and intensity to what you're doing. So the first tip again is to love what you're doing and love the workout, and the second one is to really start slow if you're just beginning. The third one is just to keep at it. No one has a perfect first day, when they're lifting weights or at their Zumba class or at a yoga class. It takes time to practice and learn how to do things and get better at it each time. So every workout you'll just get better and better. So just really stick with it. So you just got to hang in there. The fourth one is to mix it up. So I've talked a little bit about this when I talked about learning to love it, but really trying out different types of workouts, keeping things different keeps it interesting. And, so you can, it also works out different muscle groups. And a couple weeks ago when I was talking about some tips in regards to if you get into a weight loss plateau, by mixing up what you do in your exercise routine actually helps you overcome that weight loss or, plateau when you kind of are just kind of staying at that same weight as well. So really mixing it up, so instead of the elliptical, try again, maybe the Stairmaster, or, just really looking at how you can put some different things into place and just shifting it around a little bit. You don't have to completely redo your exercise routine, but just shift it up a little bit. The fifth one is to not push yourself, too hard. Half the people who start an exercise routine, don't stick with it for longer than after the first year. And it's often because they can't keep up with that, boot camp kind of pace that they kind of set themselves up for. So learn your limits, know what they are, and then know when you've reached them. So that's really important as well. The sixth one is to use a buddy system. So your inner demons can be ordering you to the couch, where a buddy can really help you get to the gym. It's a lot easier to blow off the gym than to blow off a person and a friend who you know is at that gym waiting for you to get there. Studies also show that you work out longer if you have someone that you're working out with. So to find a buddy system, hey mom, glad you joined me. So really looking at that as well. And the seventh one is exercise on your time. Health experts say, about 150 minutes of exercise a week plus 2 days of lifting some weights is really health beneficial. But try telling that to your crazy schedule, right? So what you want to do is, again, think about how you can build that in. And if you can't do 30-minute segments, can you do 10 to 15-minute bursts instead? And then gradually adding that in there, finding a time that fits with your schedule as well. The eighth one is getting addicted in a good way to exercise. Your workout should be just as much habit as brushing your teeth and having breakfast. When you make it part of your routine, it's a lot easier to stick with. And so again, and oftentimes it will take a couple months to get into that routine, but just keep with it. And it really does become kind of a part of a habit and part of what you do. And again, becomes part of your lifestyle. And that's really what, we need to look at. Even if people are looking at, weight loss, you don't want to look at it as from a diet perspective. You want to look at it as you're doing a new lifestyle. Eating healthy and now adding in a fitness routine to that as well is part of a whole new healthy lifestyle. The 10th one is setting realistic goals. So, you're not going to skim off 10 pounds in 1 week. That's unrealistic, and it's not healthy either. And so really looking at setting realistic goals and increasing your workout schedule gradually. So maybe going from 2 to 3 times a week on working out, or maybe increasing, 15 minutes, a workout session. So setting goals that really are realistic for both your physical abilities as well as your time that you can do it so you can be really successful. The 11th one is to log on. Find, an app that you can use. I love MyFitnessPal. I also have Fitbit, that can track your input as far as your intake for food, as well as your exercise, your sleep, all of those things that are important for our overall health. That can be really helpful to kind of keep accountable, as well as just kind of watching that over time. And then the last one is patting yourself on the back. You're not going to get a new body overnight. It takes weeks, even months, to see some of the changes that you might want to see. But even a pound of weight loss or a pound of muscle gain is something to celebrate. So really looking at how you can celebrate that. So for those of you that don't know me, I was about 90 pounds heavier than what I am now, and it's taken a long time and a lot of effort and work to get to where I'm at, but I can tell you it's worth it. I feel a lot better. I'm a lot healthier. I'm off a lot of medications that I was on prior to, when I was a lot heavier. I'm able to enjoy my time with my friends and family a lot better. I don't have hot flashes for those in my age group as much as I used to when I had all that weight on me as well. And so it really is important to look at how can we, get a whole lifestyle change in there. And it doesn't have to be always just working out. So mom, you're on here, you're out mowing all of the lawns, that you have, and that's a big yard. I know that yard. And so that's great exercise. So thinking about it in those ways too, are there ways that you can do it within typical things that you have to do as far as activities of every day? And so finding a routine that really works. So to recap the 12 tips again, to stay with your fitness group is 1, to learn to love it, find something that you can really, really enjoy and be internally motivated. Number 2 is to start slow if you're just starting out so you don't injure yourself, and also so you just don't burn yourself out and become discouraged. The third one is to keep at it, just stick with it. Maybe, you've had a bad, week or whatever, just keep with it. Mix it up, try different things. That's really good, not only for it keeping interesting and keeping the internal motivation, but it's also helpful to, for working out different muscle groups. The 5th is to don't push yourself too hard because you don't want to, injure yourself, and you'll most likely stick with it as well. 6 is using a buddy system, finding someone that you can work out with. It's a lot easier to blow off the gym than to blow off a friend that's going to be meeting you there. 7th is exercising on your time, finding a time within your routine and in your schedule that will fit. Next one, number 8, is getting addicted in a healthy way to exercise. So really beginning to have it part of your healthy, new lifestyle. 9th one is not playing the blame game. So, if you miss a week at the gym and maybe you've eaten a whole bag of Oreo cookies over the weekend, don't let that be an excuse to get back. Just start right where you're at and get right back on the horse and continue those, the exercise routine that you have. The 10th is to set realistic goals so you don't set yourself up and you can see those little achievements. So set baby steps along the way to your ultimate goal and you'll have much more success and you'll be able to stick with it a lot easier. 11th is to log on, find an app, find a log to, just keep track of what you're doing so you can monitor it. And then the last one is really patting yourself on the back, celebrating those little successes, remembering that a pound of muscle weighs more than a pound of fat. So it's not always about what you see on the scale. It's about how you feel. It's about how your clothes are fitting. Make sure you take measurements when you get started. So you'll start seeing a loss of inches, and sometimes, you'll get to a certain weight and you'll start going up, but you look a lot better and you feel a lot better. You're going to, feel a lot better in your ability to concentrate during the day. You're going to sleep better at night. You are going to just feel better overall. You're going to have more energy throughout the day. So I would encourage you, again, looking at it as a lifestyle change. And those are the individuals that if we get to that point, we can establish a lifestyle change, we're going to be more likely to stick with it. The other thing that I wanted to announce tonight is that starting July 1st, so the beginning of July, I'm going to be starting a private group, a health and wellness private group. And so those that would like to participate in that, please message me and let me know or put a comment down below and I'll make sure to invite you to that when I set that up. And that really is going to be an accountability group where we can ask questions in there of each other, we can keep each other accountable, we can give tips and tricks in there, we can talk about our eating habits, we can talk about our workout routines so that we can really help support each other in our journeys of creating a healthier lifestyle. So again, my name is Dr. Brenda Roach. You can call me Brenda, and I'm glad that you tuned in. If you catch this on a replay, please let me know where you're from. If you found this beneficial, please give me some thumbs up. And if you think this could be beneficial for other people, feel free to share it with other individuals. And then this Sunday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be back on talking about how to build some tips and tricks on how to build your business online. Next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be back on continuing this series around the traps of self-doubt. And then next Thursday at this time, 9 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be back on talking about another health and wellness topic. So thank you for tuning in today, and I'll hopefully see you again at a later date. You have a great rest of your day.